Time to power up your VHS and get fabulously nostalgic with Topher Rommel and Ricky Baker on What the Bleep Are You Doing? Strap in, darlings, as they dust off their Tamagotchis and sashay through their millennial childhood TV shows and movies. And they won't stop there. Our fabulous hosts also spill the tea on today's must-see reality and scripted TV. Tune in weekly for your dose of drama, nostalgia, and everything in between.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Flock TV, live and on stereo. Today we're going to be covering episode 10 of Survivor Season 48, My Enemies Be Plottin'. I'm Topher Rommel, a millennial mischief maker, pop culture critic, and co-founder of the House of Rommel, spinning stories, spilling tea, and stirring chaos one episode at a time. You can find me on TikTok and YouTube at Flock TV.
And I'm Ricky Baker. I'm a content creator and wellness advocate who's passionate about running, anime, and sharing my journey with GLP-1s to help others transform their lives. You can find me on TikTok and Instagram at Ricky Baker Wellness.
Yes,
Shoot me a DM.
Yes, and for anyone who gets any wild ideas, he's taken.
I'm taken, ladies.
He's taken. Yeah, and you know, we just wanted we just wanted to introduce ourselves because I want to make sure that people that stumble in here from the maybe like For You page or wherever you might see us, can know a little bit more about it. You know?
Yeah.
Forget about that.
We want you to know us.
Yeah.
We love you.
We do. Even though we don't know you.
We want to nestle you in our bosoms.
Mm-hmm. And we wish you all the best. All the best.
We wish you the best.
I know. And I say that in a heartwarming way, not the sarcastic, I never want to see you again.
There'll be no honeymoon for you.
Mark.
First vote, Star. Mary, 1 vote Star, 1 vote Mary. Star, 2 votes Star, 1 vote Mary. Mary, we're tied, 2 votes Star, 2 votes Mary. Star, that's 3 votes Star, 2 votes Mary. Mary, we're tied again, 3 votes Star, 3 votes Mary. Star, that's 4 votes Star, 3 votes Mary, 1 vote left. 11th person voted out, the 4th member of our jury. Star, you can bring me your torch.
Hit me where it hurts, Uncle JP.
Love you, Star.
Love you,
Hit
Star.
me where it hurts.
Star, the tribe has spoken. Time for you to go.
Bye, Star.
Bye.
All right. So let's dive in. Let's
get it, girl.
Yeah. So I think you're up?
No, that's
Oh,
I
yes.
put myself in there.
Oh, yes. Okay. So this episode made me so sick.
Drama.
Ricky has sent me a clip, and I guess this happens in other seasons, or maybe every season.
It's very common.
It's very common, but I didn't like it. I mean, we'll get into it more, but it just made my stomach just like, ugh. It's just kind of like when you realize that someone's sleazy, and it's just like, buddy, that was a little. It was too raw for me, like a raw nerve, you know, just like I see very clearly in what kind of person you are, and I don't like what I see. I'm actually like cringing inside. But anyways.
I get it, but I'm so used to seeing it. It's just part of the game.
Yeah. So we have the strong six, sorry. But I guess they're officially dead. You know, there's only 4 now, right? So we have Eva, Kyle, Shaheem, and Joe. Well, and then the secret Camilla.
Yes.
So is everyone else
who was
expendable?
In the strong 6 then? Because David's the only one who's gotten voted out. Who is the other one? Mitch?
David. It was Thomas.
No, it was not.
It was Thomas.
Thomas lasted
Thomas.
barely anything because he was a shitty player.
How dare you?
He was. He got voted out
how
so quick.
dare you?
He was too cocky.
I don't think he was cocky. I thought he was good TV. He's
He
sassy.
Was. Oh yeah, it was super fun.
I know. I just wish it was in another maybe the Traders. That would be fun.
He would be good on the Traders. But he
maybe
got
Too
voted
Hot
out
to
so
Handle.
early, we'll never see him again.
I know. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Just like the cute little Indian ER doctor from last season. Anyways. And so are the other members that are still left, are they expendable? I mean, we have Mary, Mitch, Star. I think there's just the three of them, right? And they're kind of Camilla,
with 8 people.
Whatever.
I mean, yeah, Mitch, Star, and Mary are all expendable as long as those four stay together.
Yeah. I mean, as far as they're concerned, Camilla's in that group.
Yeah.
So
I still think they're really, if Camilla is smart, she will get Kyle and Shaheen to get rid of Eva and Joe before they get to the finals, because those two are going to win. One of them is going to win. If one of them or both of them make it to the end, one of them is going to win. No one else has a chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's mathematics.
I'm also too. I feel like maybe it is the three of them, Mitch, Camilla, and Mary, because Star is on another reality show.
Star doesn't.
She
thinks it's The Masked Singer.
She is in another world where she is like part of the scheming and the plotting, and she's the mastermind behind the scene. Like, she sees herself watching TV and thinking, I'm gonna be like them, but. I don't know. Something is lost in translation for me. I think she is a lovely person. I think that she's really funny. She's probably like the life of the party.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
You don't know what?
She's a little off. A little off. Yes. Don't lead me down treacherous terrain, mister. Don't do it. I'll get us canceled before we finish the season.
We get canceled every episode.
We do.
By ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to bring Ambi and Topher in for
oh no.
Yeah. He's on probation.
What'd you do last night?
Yeah. I don't even want to know.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
What happens when I let you stay up?
So this week the strategy was more of like social warfare. I mean, players were getting a little psycho for me. We've got a lot of confessionals that really cut deep. Some things I wish they would hold back, because I'm like, oh, Joe, buddy, I don't know if it's a good color on you. And then, like alliances pretending to be, like friendships. I do appreciate the honesty, like Eva and Mary got or gave. So, yeah.
The Expendables.
And Tribal Council, it really felt less like gameplay and more like, remember those chicken noodle soup for the soul? Yeah, those weird books. I never read one.
Me neither.
But they had one for everything.
I read Chicken Noodle Soup for the Veteran Soul.
Oh, see, they did. It's kind of like
relatable.
Blank for Dummies. It was very much that.
Wow.
The dummy books.
So I'm
the how-tos.
I'm a dummy.
Oh my God. All right. So buckle up, people, because episode 10 of Survivor was the rawest. Let's get into it. I'm going to have a lot of editing to do, girl. Okay.
That's your own fault.
Yeah, it is.
All right. The reward challenge and Fallout.
Ba-ba-ba-bum.
They did a fun little slither race. I loved it so much. I love that challenge. They've done it different versions where their hands and their hands and feet are tied, and they had to like wiggle through the sand, like over a couple sand dunes.
They're doing the worm.
And yeah, and in this version, they had to drag a buoy with a rope in their mouth, which I thought was strange. Not sure who was it? Shaheen was kind of cheating because he was grabbing the rope with his hand. Not sure. I don't know. But I don't want to point fingers. But in the end, Kyle won, and he picked Ava, Camilla, and Shaheen for the chicken and waffles reward. Side note, there was bones in the chicken. How do you eat chicken and waffles with bones in the chicken?
Gross. Because you're supposed to be able
I
to.
don't like bones and meat as it is, but yeah, how are you supposed to eat? You can't pick, like, it defeats the purpose. You got to pick up the chicken.
I have yet to have the idea of chicken and waffles sounds amazing. The combination of crunchiness and sweetness, but in actuality, I don't think I've ever had one that was good.
Lay's chips came out with chicken and waffle flavor, and it just tasted like maple syrup.
Ew, that sounds really gross.
It was nasty.
I mean, I don't like potato chips all that much, but ugh. But yeah, I mean, bones, tendons, fat. I just like, ew.
Yeah.
Why would you
if
do
you
that?
Like
it's
meat
very
on
messy.
The bone, mm-mm.
No.
So, anywho, Kyle did confess, and I quote, "I need Mitch, Star, and Mary as pissed off as they can possibly be." And that's because he wanted them to vote out Joe.
Well, I mean,
they wanted him to vote out Joe.
Yeah,
at the time.
At the time, but it was Camilla. Kyle had gone to Camilla and was posing the idea that they vote out. I think it was Star, and she was like, "No, we need to get rid of Joe." And Kyle wasn't really crazy about that idea. And he's like, well, I'm going to give her shot here. If she wants to really try to like move this plan forward, I'll do it. But like, if it falls apart, I'm not catching you.
Right.
So, he went along with it. So I think, in order to make Camilla's plan work, I think he needed to kind of stir them up and then point them at Joe and be like, attack.
Right.
And it just, I don't know. I think Joe is going to have some mixed feelings about this when he finds out as we're watching it. Because I imagine they see it as we are watching it, right?
Yeah.
They don't see it.
They don't
ahead
get
of time.
like a screeners
or something.
Yeah, they do. They a lot of the survivors will do screenings with their either family and extended friends or like at bars and stuff like that.
Oh yeah. They probably see the premiere or something.
Yeah. And then during all this, Joe was pretty shocked that he wasn't chosen for the reward challenge to go eat. He seemed a little like, what's going on? But then he was like, well, I trust whatever plan Kyle has going on.
And that's the thing, he's going to lose faith in him if he ever finds out about Camilla. Yeah. He has this thing going along on the side. So
it's his side piece.
But I like that he was getting a little suspicious. And they had that really awkward conversation with Mary on the beach.
Joe and Eva separately, right? Is that the one you're talking about?
Well, while they were enjoying their waffles and chicken and waffles, Joe and Mary were on the beach, and Joe was kind of telling her that like, hey, everything that happened with David is because of you.
That's right.
And I didn't like that because of like, first of all, I don't think that's true at all.
Well, the thing is, he knows it's not true. He said that he was doing it to throw her off.
Oh, he did? I didn't hear that
there
part.
was a little cutaway part of him in the confessional, and he said that he had to pull Mary aside to throw her off.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe that's a bit of a saving grace for him then.
I think it was a little bit of a like get into her head kind of thing.
Yeah, but boy, did he get in her head, because she says some strange things, and I'm just like, girl, you need to have more respect for yourself.
Slow your roll, honey.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine, in the bedroom, sure. But, in real life, out in the open, probably best not to say, use me like a tool. You know what I mean?
Oh my.
It's just like, wow.
Sometimes you just
gotta, yeah. Okay, immunity challenge. And Joe, he's back on the winning streak. Like, he's doing really well.
I think he's won 2 in a row, and he's won 3 total immunities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what is it, Kyle and Joe, as far as like the top 2 for winning immunity and rewards?
Yeah, I think everyone else is anyone held to has won immunity, I think only has won once.
Okay. All right.
And Joe's the only one that's won it more than once.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think.
All right. Yeah. So he wins this thing, and I don't remember him ever saying this, but he did it for all the dads out there.
He did it for all the dads
It
out
was
there.
giving me Salt Lake City vibes. There's someone disabled out there. It's just like, okay, all right, calm down.
I'm right here.
Yeah. And then, Eva's response, 3 in a row. That's not luck anymore.
Oh, so it was 3 in a row. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, he's just showboating.
I mean, maybe he'll win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Maybe. I think. Who do you think is going to be the end? As far as like,
If things keep going the way they're going and no one's going to like step out of their comfort zone to make a big move, it's going to be Joe, Eva, and Mary. Because I think Mary is going to pull out a few immunity challenge wins in a row. Just a random prediction. People have gotten to the end when they were on the bottom just by winning immunities. And it's been random people. Like I remember in season 3 of Survivor Africa, the older lady, Kim, made it to the final 2 because she won the last 2 immunity challenges. I mean, maybe she would have made it otherwise, but and she wasn't on the bottom. She had a good alliance.
okay.
But
right.
that one always sticks out to me. Like she might not have made it to the end without those immunities.
True.
'Cause,
So that's kind of like Eva's situation right now.
Yeah. She could have easily won too if she had voted out her alliance member, but she didn't in the end.
I think it'll definitely be Eva and Joe,
Yeah.
like in the final. Aside from that, I do not know.
Yeah.
Because I mean, Eva, she's got a small arsenal at her disposal that she can use. But the thing is, she has to use them.
Yeah, and I think the last time she can use them was it 6 or was one of them 5? I feel like one of them was 5. But maybe not.
They expire.
But there's only a couple more episodes to use them. So, I mean, you should always. I would like. She's got to use them. Use them.
Yeah.
I would be mad at myself if I didn't use them.
But even if she doesn't use them, that's also an opportunity. That can be strategic because people are less likely to come for you.
True.
You know.
True. And she could in the final tribal council be like, I had these 2 advantages and didn't need to use them.
Yeah.
It could be a little like, oh wow, she's really.
That would be cool if they increased the cash prize.
No.
That would be cool.
One year they did $2 million. That was for Survivor 40 when they brought all winners back.
Oh, I see. It
was a fun season. I loved it. We should watch it.
Apparently, White Lotus, they're thinking about doing that too. Doing it all like a winner's season almost. I mean, Mike White, that makes sense that he would want to do that. Very similar to Survivor.
All winners? What do you mean? People who lived?
Well, I think it was more like just fan favorites.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, wouldn't it?
They gotta bring back Lorazepam.
Yes. Sadly, Jennifer Coolidge cannot come back. She's dead. Maybe she can come back in a dream.
Alert.
Oh, sorry if you haven't seen it.
Oh, please. How many times on like shows do people die and then randomly they're still alive somehow?
Oh, I know. Thanks to the whatchamacallit, they're back. Or whatever. So, yeah. So, yeah, it was Shaheem, Kyle, Camilla, and Eva that got to go enjoy the chicken and waffles.
I think we've covered that enough.
I know. Such a travesty. So do you think that Joe is becoming too big of a threat with all these wins?
No, I think he's just the same. Everyone already knew he was probably going to win a lot of them because he's strong.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of why they've been so like why Chrissy was like, these strong people, we got to get them out because they're going to win everything. Like it's no surprise that Joe's winning. Him winning more immunities is not going to make him go up in threat at all.
Yeah.
Because they already know that's how he is. It's him and Eva. They're the strongest 2 left.
Yeah, you're right. And there was some like head shaking throughout the episode where like it was Mary or Mitch or Star just kind of like talking about the strong 4 or 5, whatever they are.
Strong ones.
And they were saying like, oh, we have to get rid of them. They're just like shaking their heads no. I'm like, well, like, can you blame them? Like they're just at this point they're expendable.
Yeah.
And you're just like talking about them like, all right, next she's got to go. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's the point of Survivor.
I guess, but it was almost like they have it all queued up.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to go next. You're going to go next. Single file, please.
Well, exactly.
As we kill you.
Yeah, I mean, if you had a strong alliance, that's exactly what you would
We're
do
going to
too.
throw him into the volcano.
If you had a strong alliance, you wouldn't be like, well, I better see what my options are.
Yeah.
No, you would just be like, hey, you're going next, just so you know.
I think it says a lot about society, though. Like the
Elaborate.
haves and the have-nots. You know what I mean? Like I don't know.
Topher's Corner.
No, we're not getting into that. I don't feel the fire, the passion burning within me. I kind of let loose a little bit on our drive to go visit Richard's grandfather.
My dearest grandfather.
And I think I let all that steam out during that car ride. So
good.
yes, I have.
I was going to stoke the fire, but I don't need to.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Maybe it'll come back. Maybe, but.
Baby, come back.
I don't know. It was just gross. I know. I'm still researching. I have Chad. He is cyber sleuthing for me on Kyle Dirt. So stay tuned for that.
Just deep researching. All right. Let's talk about our outsiders trying to strike back here. We got Mary, Star, Camilla, and Mitch. They're scheming, but not for very long. The cracks form super fast into craters. Mitch does not trust Star or Mary at all, so that's not going to go anywhere. He's like, I want to go with them, but I don't trust them. I'm like, okay.
He's so cute.
He is.
So cute.
I love Mitch. And then Camilla's still playing both sides. And then this quote from Star: "We don't have the 300-pound biceps, but what we have is spirit." I don't think that's very fair to say, because just because some of us have biceps doesn't mean that we don't have spirit and heart. Okay.
Well, I don't think that's what she meant.
Star, you can fuck yourself.
Wow. I think she's just saying, like, we're not all here being muscly dudes who, like,
But
are
they
pretty
could be.
much.
They're jealous.
Yeah. Oh, I found out she is part of the LGBTQ community.
I mean, that was kind of obvious, babe.
Oh, it was new. I didn't realize that. I guess she was like the second person.
I was surprised she went by she.
I was online. What'd you say?
I'm surprised that Star goes by she.
Oh, yeah.
I get they them vibes.
Yeah, I can see that. Online, just like there's a lot of like rankings and stuff, and people will like draw all these lines from season to season. But apparently, she is like the second LGBTQ individual that was eliminated this episode. It was just like
Wow.
everyone's just like, wow, you get a little too
That
much
is
into it.
unnecessary.
You're just like, I'm plotting the stars.
Well, if you think it's anything against LGBTQ plus people, let's all remember that the very first winner was gay. Okay.
Is that the naked guy?
Yeah, Richard Hatch.
Richard Hatch.
No one likes him.
Down the hatch. Yeah, interesting character. I would
was
like
the
to
Biggest
see
Loser
that
one
season
season.
just to kind of like get an idea of just the uncomfortability
It's
of
cringe.
being
I do
around.
have it on DVD though.
Yeah. Oh, you do? Okay. All right. Maybe. We'll see.
How do you think these outsider castaways could have pulled it off to get out Joe?
Oh, yeah.
Or one of the bigger people.
I meant to say this. Mitch not trusting Star. Very strange. I mean, where are you going to put your alliances? I mean, yes, you may not see Star as like an equal or someone that you can ride or die with, but it's better than nothing.
Right. You got to put your trust in somebody.
Someone. And it's very obvious that there's not a whole lot of space in the strong 5 or 4 or whatever it is at this point. Is it a strong 4 or 5?
Honestly, I am so over naming alliances.
I liked the California girls. That was fun. I liked Project
lot of
Italy.
different
You know,
ones.
that was a lot of fun. But strong, I think because Yeah, I think it was a strong 6. Now they're strong 5. I think.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's stupid. They need a better name.
Mm-hmm.
But he's not going to get, votes through them because they're full. There's no spots available.
Yeah.
So
I know. As long as Mitch didn't trust them, it would have never been able to be pulled off.
yeah,
I mean, he killed it.
She is a loose cannon. You know.
Mary.
No. Poor Mary. Poor Mary. Maybe that'll be a Topher's corner.
Poor gaslit Mary.
Poor gaslit Mary. Yes.
Constantly.
If she wins this whole thing, I don't know. I'll buy her a drink. I'll send her PayPal or
if she
Venmo,
wins the whole
Cash
thing,
App,
she
whatever.
needs to buy you a drink.
No, I'm just like,
She's a
girl, that was
millionaire.
amazing. Because when the first few episodes of the season, she was always up on the chopping block. She was always nervous that she was going to get voted out because Say just had a thing against her.
Mm-hmm.
And then now with like Joe gaslighting her basically to get her all riled up, to get in her head a little bit, saying that, she was controlling and manipulative of David's feelings or how he should vote. And I'm like, I don't know if I don't see that, but I'm glad that you picked up on it, that he was just doing it to get in her head.
Yeah.
So that's fine. That's fine. But, do you think that Star's being underestimated? No. Moving on.
Listen, Star, I actually enjoyed you on the screen. I think you're really fun. But girl, you should have been gone like 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
I know. I'm glad you had this experience. Yeah. No tea, no shade, no
but
pink
I
lemonade.
loved seeing her. Like, she was great TV.
Yeah, she's great TV.
But as a survivor,
yeah, I just don't think this is the game for you, honey.
Yeah.
I bet you excel in so much more.
I bet she would be great on like Big Brother.
Oh yeah,
because that one's all about being like
like
everyone's different personalities. That one's a little different.
Although,
and you get to stay inside without mosquitoes.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about the flies. The flies had a moment. They're actually in the credits at the end.
Oh,
George the fly.
Oh my god, I would have lost just because of the flies.
I know, me too.
I can't do the flies.
If come to Maine, if you have a deer fly, a horse fly, oh my god,
moose fly, those ones are really bad.
Awful. They just rip
have
a whole
lots of
chunk out of you.
Variations of fly.
We do. We actually have a bunch of
fly gone.
We have tons of taxidermy flies and stuff.
We have a secret collection of bugs.
I really want to get some taxidermy moths, but he is so against it.
We're
I don't know why.
getting poor animals who have been killed just to be displayed, Mr. I don't like hunting.
Well, they're not animals, they're insects.
It's the same thing. They're animalia.
And I'm honoring them.
No, you're not. You can get a replica.
No.
But you can't just buy one and tell me it's one. A replica.
It's authentic.
I'll taste it.
It's faux insect.
I'll only allow Swarovski bugs in here.
I don't even know what that is. Oh my god. I can't. Now I forgot what I was going to say.
Good.
Oh, I loved the little story that Mitch told in the beginning about him being, he was a mail delivery man, male carrier.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god.
The pit bull with the huge head came chasing after him, and he panicked and then he fell. And then when he turned around, he thought it was like he was done for, but it turned out the dog was on a chain.
Yeah, he shared a picture on Instagram of him with the wounds he got from that experience.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I'm kind of sad that he had a story about a pit bull on national television.
I know. Did it have to be pit bull?
But I mean, the story is the story.
They get such a bad rap.
They do.
He could have just said dog.
I guess, but he's a truth sayer.
He tries.
He tries. Yeah. I'm glad he's still around. I'm a little surprised he hasn't gone sooner, but
yeah, he's not a threat.
No, and they might be able to loop him in later, but I don't think he sees it as a winning strategy.
No, I don't think he'll win if he makes it to the end. I mean, if he goes up against,
he would have to be a magician.
He'd have to go against the right people, like maybe Mary.
Yeah,
and maybe Camilla. If he's in the end with those two, he has a chance. Because I don't think many people like Camilla. I don't know why. I just get that feeling.
Yeah.
No one said anything, but I'm just like, no one's gonna vote for her for some reason. I just feel like it. She's like, I think she's fine. She's very smart, but I don't know if her social game's there. They haven't. If it is, they haven't been highlighting it enough.
No.
I mean, her whole thing is that she's Kyle's alliance member. That's her story.
Yeah. 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 She doesn't really talk too much about it. I mean, she's very smart.
Oh, totally.
Totally. Yeah. I like that we were seeing more of Mitch and his like quirkiness. The whole thing about him snoring, sleeping in the hammock thing.
Oh my God. I would never be able to sleep.
I know. Mr. Light Sleeper over here. Yeah. I don't know. Lots of cuteness, but it kind of reminds me of like Drag Race when we don't hear a whole lot from a cast member and then we get a bunch of them. It makes me think that, that person's going home.
Oh, totally. I know.
Because they're getting the spotlight. But in this, we didn't get that. So I was like, okay. All right.
Although Star did have her moments. She had a couple spoken word raps this episode.
Yeah, two
one being
raps.
At Tribal Council.
I know. Did you get the lyrics?
I did not.
No? Oh, I wanted to hear you rap.
Oh, maybe sometime. That was great, babe. That was some good beatboxing.
Thank you. It's my first time. I'm a natural.
Really good.
I had to dig deep
literally
into my African American heritage.
So during Tribal Council, Mary had to plead for her survival. It worked, apparently. And Mitch is just doing who knows what. Yeah, who knows what. That's weird. Star says, "You want me to beg? I'm not doing that." And then ultimately she goes home.
Yeah, she's just in her own little world. I don't know what she's doing.
I feel like the tribal councils have not been good this season. They've been long and everyone says the same thing and they're talking in circles.
I know.
It's very strange.
I just kind of tune out that segment.
Yeah, there's not much to talk about in them. They're not as good as they have been. Like, I really like this season. Like, I think the people are the most likable that we've had in a while. But the tribals just are not giving.
Yeah. Do you think she should have played her shot in the dark?
I mean, with
Why
everything
not?
everyone was saying, and someone told her she should play it.
Wow.
Why
that's
wouldn't
telling.
you?
I know. Like, is it some sort of like humility in trying to use it?
I think she kind of said she doesn't like being told what to do, pretty much.
Oh my God.
And like, whatever. Okay, go home with no chance.
No one's telling you what to do. There's kind of like, hey, like if I were you, just a suggestion, I would play your shot in the dark.
Yeah.
Take it or leave it.
It did seem like it was going to be close there for a minute, though.
Yeah. Mary seemed like she was making peace with the idea of her going home. But she did that in all the other ones too.
Yeah.
So
she's like, it's fine.
And she was the first one to get the shot in the dark and stay, right? Was that her? Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That was this season. Yeah, but people have been saved by the shot in the dark a couple times.
Oh, in other seasons.
But this is the only time. I think it might be the only time someone's used it this season.
Oh yeah, I think so. I don't think anyone else has tried.
Good odds there, Mayor Bear.
Yeah, I mean, hey, it doesn't cost you anything. I mean, if it was like an idol or like, or some sort of like other advantage, I get that. You want to be strategic on how to use them.
Yeah.
But if you have an inkling, might as well.
Well, you only get to use it once.
Well, of course. But you just feel it in your gut.
Yeah.
So, I want to talk a little bit about, before we move on to alliances and the end game. And we talked about it a little bit, but it made me really uncomfortable with Mary deliberating whether or not she wanted to like beg and say, hey, keep me around, if not for just one more tribal council. Just let me stay just a little while longer, please. And it just made my heart break a little bit. I don't know. It just seemed gross to me. Like
You gotta do what you gotta
I
do.
have
to
all the
stay.
power, you know, and I hate to like go down this road, but like it reminds me a little bit of like the Me Too movement. Like, give me something and I'll give you something back. But I'm putting you in a position where you have everything to lose.
Yeah, that's a good parallel, actually.
Yeah. So
But it's just the
like,
way
oh,
Survivor is.
you want a job? How far would you go for that job?
I don't think they're trying to solicit them for sex.
No, I know, but if you know, if they had this season was like 2 months, 3 months long, you know what I mean, and they had so little food and they kind of like pulled back on the amenities that they give them. I'm sure they're probably a little more pampered than they were originally. Like
No, actually, they're less.
you think so?
They used to give them they used to be able to bring an item for home.
Oh, really?
And they used to get like a big kit of like survival stuff at the beginning. They used to get food enough for the entire game at the beginning. They used to get all this shit, and they get like nothing now, except the only thing they do now is they give them access to fresh water without them having to boil it. And before, they would have to find water and boil it.
Oh, wow.
Well, I think they still had like a well. Yeah, they had a well still, but they had to boil it to drink it.
Well, but they also can take their flint.
Yeah, they didn't used to do that before though.
Yeah.
Well, now they can because they don't need it to boil water. Well, they didn't have flint before. That's the thing.
Yeah.
A lot of times they didn't have the flint. They would have to figure out how to start it. One guy started a fire with his eyeglasses once.
Oh my.
Yeah, that was
wow,
pretty cool.
that's cutthroat.
Yeah.
Jeez.
The earlier, I'm telling you, the earlier seasons, way better. The first 20 seasons,
Yeah, good.
and there's been some other good ones.
Okay, I
This
stand corrected.
new age stuff, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
But I still enjoy it.
But it was an interesting comparison with Star's attitude of like, don't tell me what to do, and Mary, where it's just like, I'm going to submit and make myself as small as possible.
Yeah.
And hopefully you overlook me and take out the other people.
And it worked.
And it worked. I mean, and maybe that strategy will work for her all the way to the end,
Yeah.
you know? And I hope it does. I hope it does.
I would just too. I would like to see her at the final.
Yeah. Yeah.
It would be a good. She could win the whole thing if she makes it to the end. It'd probably be hard against Joe and Eva, but she has a great story.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
She does. She does. Oh, there was one more thing I was going to say. Oh, Eva and Mary's conversation. Again, I mean,
it was the autism.
I was just going to say, I'm like, I don't want to say it, but you know, maybe it's just like that bluntness, which is also, I love that. I don't like when people are wishy-washy or they're kind of like, they're being vague. Like, are you
She's like,
okay
"Here's
with
the
me
facts,
doing
Mary."
that, or you're not? Like, I need a yes or a no. Like, don't handle me with kitty gloves. Just give it to me straight, so I know how you feel. I don't want to read too much into it because I can do that all day long. And I'd rather not. So just tell me what you want. And she was honest with her, like, hey, like, if you know I could vote you out, I will. You know, I'm not going to use anything that I have to protect you. I'm just wow, you are, I don't know.
Here's the facts.
I have everything. And if you're
have nothing, you're a loser.
If I see you're in danger, I'm going to walk away.
I'm going to push you over the cliff.
And I wish you all the best.
Anyway, but I really like you and care about you.
I love that for you. So, yeah. Camilla girl. All right, so
Cammy.
She's also in a strange position because she is outside of the strong five or whatever. And the only lifeline she has is Kyle. So it's very much a single mom not a single mom, a stay-at-home mom who's taking care of all the kids, and the husband just comes home whenever he wants, you know.
After his affairs.
After all his affairs, yeah, just running around gallivanting. And, you know, she just sits there and just waits for him to come home.
Where have you been all night with Joe? I knew it.
Where have you been? So if Kyle's not careful, it could turn on him. Because if she senses that she doesn't really have you on her side, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're getting down to it. There's 7 people left. Any 4 can move on.
Yeah.
So it's at a point where it would be so easy for it to be shaken up.
Mm-hmm.
It always is at the 7. So it'll be interesting to see if the alliance sticks or if we will get something new next episode.
Yeah. So we'll see. I kind of hope she does turn on him.
No, I want him to turn on her. I love Kyle.
Yeah. But she says, you know, I'm not part of the core. I'm just a number. Which I don't know why she said that. I don't really have any context for that little note that was taken down.
She was just probably feeling all whiny. I'm not one of the strong ones. Me.
You know, and Eva's
Don't come
got
for
her.
me, Camilla.
And then I have Mitch's delusional, apparently.
He is so delusional.
Yeah, I feel like Kyle dumped me and took 3 other people out in front of me.
Oh.
Poor Mitch. Poor Mitch. But he had, last episode, he joined in on the food. I believe.
Mitch just wants to date Kyle. That's all there is to it.
Yeah. Do you think he's a friendly?
It's hard to tell. He could just be a cool straighty.
Yeah. So who do you think is playing like the smartest in the shadows? Like who's really scheming and plotting the hoodoo voodoo?
I think it has to be Star. I think it has to be Shaheen.
Really?
He is so flying under the radar.
He is.
But in a weird way. Like no one really like he was voted for a bit. But now he's just kind of like there and then he's like, I got an alliance with Camilla, and people are like, do you?
I know.
But I don't know. I think he's just gonna like sneak by and like make it to at least the final 4.
Didn't you try to get rid of Camilla though a while ago?
David did.
Oh, okay. All right. Sometimes it's hard to keep track. Yeah.
David was the one that really wanted to get rid of her.
Yeah, Shaheen does kind of fall under the radar.
Yeah. And I don't know about playing in the shadows so much, but like,
well,
he's working some different angles, and I'm wondering if he's going to shake it up next episode here.
Yeah. Well, I think the order they put them in was Star, Mary, Camilla. Oh, Mitch, Camilla. I think they were going to plan on getting rid of Camilla last, which is good for Kyle because it gives him a lot of time.
Yeah.
So, but things can change rather quickly. And if it happens again, just like with David, where someone realizes, what are you doing, bro? Like, get rid of Carmilla.
Yeah. I don't understand
He's like, oh,
why no one is looking for advantages.
True.
There has to be an advantage out there.
Yeah.
Like Ava has one, and that's it. Well, she has the 2, but there has to be like a hidden immunity idol out on the beach somewhere that we've not seen anyone look for.
Well, normally when they showcase them looking for one, it always ends up that they find it. So maybe it's just not.
No one's found it yet.
Maybe there are people looking for it, and then they haven't found it. So we're like, why include that in this episode?
I mean, are they at the beach where Ava started and got her advantage, or where Star and Eva started? Because if they are, it's possible there isn't another advantage hidden yet.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But Jeff made a big point that they were visiting an island that they had never seen before during the chicken and waffles. I thought that was interesting.
Oh, yeah, a neighboring Fiji island.
Yeah. And they can only go there once.
Yeah, it was something like that.
It was just, I don't like, well, why bring that up? I don't know. It was just weird to me.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a...
Oh, maybe...
I'm sure it looks like every other place. This beautiful sand and water. Maybe some trees, some rocks. I don't think it's really going to be all that different. But
that's funny.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
All right, Ricky. So what would you give this episode overall? We actually don't give them ratings.
4 buffs.
4 buffs. Okay. Every time buffs, I always think of naked.
Like, the last couple episodes have just kind of been like low energy for me. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm only going to say a 3 because it may be a little uneasy.
I feel like this season started really strong, and then I don't know. Once David started going crazy, it started getting boring. I don't know why.
Well,
not boring, but like low energy. Like I'm still interested in what's happening.
I wouldn't say David's a little. Okay. You bring up David again in that last episode, and I get all fiery. David wasn't crazy. You know what I mean? Like he was right.
It was the way I know.
It was
the way he was acting.
I know.
It's his own fault. Oh, and we very sadly found out that his girlfriend broke up with him because she's a total jerk.
You know what? It doesn't matter. She didn't appreciate you or your nipples.
You got playing nipples for someone out there, David.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to make a t-shirt. We'll just
free the nipples.
Yes. Let us know where the nipples are located so we can put them on the corresponding shirt.
Our David Survivor shirt.
Mm-hmm. Connect them like a constellation.
Oh, the David spelt.
Yes. Star nipple David.
David's nipples.
So yeah, I would give it 3.
Next time on Survivor.
We need to get them to flip.
There's a move to be made. I want one of us in the final 3. I'm gonna write your name. I have one more trick up my sleeve. Kissing me. Oh.
Well, guys, that's it for episode 10. What an episode. The game is shifting fast, and the lines between friend, ally, and target are getting blurred by the day. Mm-hmm. With the core 4 pulling the strings and everyone else scrambling to survive, the endgame is shaping up to be cutthroat, messy, and absolutely unmissable. Drop your thoughts, theories, and outrage wherever you enjoy Flock TV, and we'll catch you next week. And remember, in the Flock, you're never alone.
Yeah, be sure to follow us on all socials. Flock TV.
Flockataka. Well, Flock TV, not Flockataka. Bye. Read us out.
So baby, when you ready, hit my line. Tell me what you wanna do. I know you see I'm feeling you.